She was saying he worked for about 14 years on the Gold Coast, and he was saving up, sending money home to his partner, wasn't he?
Yes, what they intended, when he'd been working there, he intended to go into business with a friend who lived here when he came back. And he'd been sending money over to this friend to invest for him. Apparently he was into diamonds as well. I hadn't known that before until Friday when I was speaking to one of his other granddaughters, that he'd been into diamonds and he'd been sending money home to this partner to invest, to go into business. What he didn't know was this man was an alcoholic and he drank all the money, and then when he heard that Thomas was coming home, he committed suicide. So he lost all his money. So that was the end of his business ideas. So from being quite a wealthy man, he just had to start from scratch and start working for working for other people. He worked in the Middlewich salt mines, not as a miner, but in the offices, the Middlewich salt mines for a while. That was one of the jobs he did when he came back. But that's how he managed to lose all his money.
He also worked at Rylands, which was a fabric.
Oh yes,
store.
Oh yes, I've forgotten about that. Yes, he did.
He worked there for a while. And also he worked for Manchester City Council. I don't know in what capacity, he was a clerk or something, although my father seems to think that there may be a commemorative plate somewhere in the town hall that refers to great-grandfather's.
Are you sure it was Thomas? I thought it was his father, Robert.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why I think that. There was a cup. We had it in our house for a long time. That he was presented, it's like a rose bowl, and it was presented to him, but it was presented to Robert Sowood in 1922 on his retirement from the town hall. So I think it was that, yes. I think it must have been his father. I don't remember him ever working there. Don't remember. I think it was Robert Sowood that worked at the town hall.
My father's, when I asked my father what was his lasting memories of his great-grandfather, because he was only very young, I think my dad when he died, he was about 3 or 4, and his last sort of memory was of him being on a Crown Green bowling green with his elder cousin, Shaw, lifting the bowls out of a ditch, which he said felt like cannonballs to him at that stage. He said, looking up and seeing this dark-clad figure, which is obviously Thomas Sowood, his grandpa, marching across the bowling green to lead them both a shouting out. Because in those days, children were very much seen and not heard, and being sent off quite sharply back home.
Stern.
He always referred to him as being quite stern and quite cold. He said he can't remember playing or cuddling with him, but he was very young. Most of his memories were of his other grandfather, which are quite warm memories as opposed to Thomas.
Thomas suffered quite badly from malaria. When he got back here, he had it quite a number of times. He had malaria, which left him very weak, for a while. I think that's probably one of the reasons why he perhaps appeared a bit cold towards the younger children, because he wasn't well for quite a lot of the time. And children can be quite noisy and troublesome, aren't they?
Demanding.
Demanding.